It's Ketchup Packets.
Hey everybody, I'm Nate,
I'm Sean.
and this is Ketchup Packets. Today we are going to be watching Season 2, Episode 1 of Barry, called The Show Must Go On, Probably. This one doesn't have a chapter number.
It's true. We have ditched the chapters, I guess, during season.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Before, when we were talking about it, I said, I think that it just continues counting up instead of resetting or whatever, and I was totally wrong because it's just not even there.
Just discontinued completely. Very strange.
Yeah.
Anyway, last episode in Barry, a lot of stuff happened. All the Chechens died.
Except for NoHo Hank.
That's right. Hank's still alive. And let's see what else. Fuchs was sent off on a plane, or he was dropped off at the airport, but we don't know what came of him after that point.
Right. Barry sent him away. That's all we know for sure.
Barry said he was done. No more killing.
Starting now.
Yep.
Right after he killed
Yep.
Moss.
Yep. Oh boy, so sad. Seemed like he was so close. But yeah, I mean, it seems like it's just never gonna. There's not gonna be a happily ever after on this show.
Yeah.
Feels like.
I don't think he really deserves a happily
No.
ever after, much as he might want one.
I, as a viewer, and because he's the main character, I would like to be able to see that, but I know it's misguided because he's a terrible human being.
Well, and also the fantasies he has about his happy life are nonsensical. Like, he doesn't
Yeah.
even know the happily ever after that he wants. Like, what could even be possible for him, you know? It doesn't... It's
It's
confusing.
like almost like he's never known that his entire life, and
Yeah.
wouldn't even know what being happy and just normal would even look like. So
Yeah, we really don't know very much about Barry's past at this juncture, do we? We haven't learned really much about his time in the military or his life before that.
it seems like the amount of justification that he does for what his job is leads me to believe that he's not really seen a whole lot of just normal, happy family life in his life, you know?
I mean, I think
It's
that...
really easy. I've gotten
Yeah.
my entire life so far without ever thinking to myself, you know what I should do? I think contract killing is what I should do.
I just can't ever see myself being in a position where someone says, you know, I have an opportunity for you to do some contract killing, you know, but it just, it's a good point. It doesn't seem like he would have come from normal circumstances at all to wind up being this person, but maybe that's what we all like to tell ourselves, you know, that a regular person can't end up with a life like this, and maybe
Right.
it's not true. Maybe it's sort of his yearning for a regular life, his way of, I don't know, I don't even know what I'm saying.
Something he's only really seen on TV, maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they're always just kind of too picture perfect. Like his kids teleporting to school and all these...
John Hamm at his barbecue.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, no, not gonna happen, man.
No. But I guess there's not a lot for you to predict from at the beginning of a season here. It sort of wrapped a lot of stuff up at the end of last season.
Yeah.
You just have really what's going to happen from him having killed Moss. Kusino and Sally are still at the cabin all together there with them. And, you know, Moss didn't exist in a vacuum. Other people will notice she's missing, surely. So what do we have going on there?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like, you know, by the time he got back into the room, it was like morning, and he went out there in the middle of the night. So I assume he kind of got rid of her body. And as a contract killer, I sort of assume that he's relatively good at getting rid of a body, good at hiding it. But at the same time, he is messing with the police. And they're good at finding, they can find a body. You
Exactly. I don't think he's previously been killing very many people who get looked for very hard once they go missing.
Yeah, that's a good point. Probably just leaves him there most of the time.
Yeah.
That's sad. Anyway, I'm just down to take a look at what happens next. I have no idea.
Without further ado, Barry Season 2.
Why is this shit so fucking hard for you, huh? I don't even think this has anything to do with the TV. This is some other passive-aggressive bullshit we need to talk about. Yeah, shit. Yeah.
You know, not that I'm complaining or anything, because you know, I have a cat.
Was that Nev Campbell on the TV?
Didn't even notice. I wasn't paying attention to the TV.
Just trying to see what that guy was so bent out of shape about missing a scene from.
Is this an apartment?
Seems to be.
Yeah, it seems like going loud like that isn't really a good plan. Things are built for that, right?
Yeah, that's what will happen.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
There. See? Here he is. Might not have gone down like you imagined, but at least you get what you pay for, right? Hey.
You gave me the wrong combination.
You gave us the wrong combination.
You didn't even get the package!
I got you out of here.
Jeez.
Oh, thank God you're here.
Oh my god. What an idiot.
Fuchs kind of needs Barry, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of useless without him.
Gene had a full-on nervous breakdown yesterday and left.
He was like sobbing.
I still think part of it was my emotional performance.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure it was about Moss.
Remember, he was screaming, Janice, Janice, what is the point without Janice?
No, it was me.
Okay, we can't do a show without a director, Barry, and
Jermaine is an interesting character.
Let's get this going. We open tomorrow, guys. Let's go. The front page.
Does the show feel visually different this season? I've noticed like something about the theater just seems different. I guess it's because they have a different set and stuff.
Yeah,
See some real
maybe.
energy.
Look, I get what it's like to be freaked out, okay? It's like when I shaved my head for I Never Saw Another Butterfly without realizing how limiting that was going to be for other castings. We all lose track of what's important.
Oh my god.
Plus, you know, it's the front page. It's a stupid farce.
Yeah, but you picked it.
Yeah, I picked it before Janice was murdered.
So he didn't hide the
I don't know
body.
what happened to her.
Yes, we do. Barry, everyone seems to know what happened to
No,
Janice.
he did.
Oh.
They just still know.
It's gonna be great. You gotta trust me. Trust me? Trust me.
You're acting weird, Barry.
Cristobal, their leader, is Guru Mensch of highest order. Like baby Tony Robbins. Teaching us all the powerful way of getting shit.
He's like a motivational speaker.
Yeah.
I like it.
Kid had one of the best organic chefs in South America kidnapped and brought over here. So, in finishing, let's be cool about the Bolivians. As Cristobal often says, we are more powerful together.
This is like a Sex in the City
Yeah,
shot or
dude.
something like that.
Have you met Esther? Head of Burmese crime family?
No. Probably because she's our biggest competitor. Of course, currently sitting in my chair, drinking from my Fox mug.
Uh-oh. Trouble in paradise.
Heroin.
Heroin.
Hank heroin.
Heroin.
It is the one box left unchecked in our organization.
Look at the picture on the wall.
Listen to this.
So you want to share our stash house with Kerr?
Exactly! And in exchange, we get Esther's team of smugglers and assassins.
Well, that is a bummer. Oh yeah, I've seen this before. Yeah, Barrington. Okay, sweet baby Jesus. Oh my God.
That is what I'm saying. How could we not want to be in business with this, huh?
Dude, she seems like crazy, man.
Okay, oh my God. Everyone's laughing at the can stabbing now.
Hank's not cut out to be a gangster.
No.
There are thousands of acres of woods up there. Are you searching them?
No, we didn't feel that was viable.
Oh.
Dogs.
Janice and I went after the Chechens, and they got pissed, so they came after her. And as soon as they got her in her car that night and off your property, she was gone, okay? We have no cell phone pings, no credit cards.
This guy looks like Penn Jillette, kind of, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah, kind of.
We know everything we're
Kind of.
Look at this Phantom of the Opera poster over there.
Hey, hi, let's go.
Oh, yeah. In my bedroom is a pearl-handled .38 special, screen used, from the movie Flashpoint, given to me by my former roommate, Rip Torn. I actually thought about going in there and loading it and giving it one last kiss.
You wanted to kiss a gun?
Suicide, Barry.
Dude.
Are you not familiar with the Japanese
He's a
ritual
space
of
alien.
Harry Carey?
A baseball announcer?
I need you out of my house.
Did you hear that? You familiar with the Japanese ritual of Harry Carey, the baseball announcer?
Oh, God.
There is nothing I can do, Hank. You have chosen the Bolivians over the family.
But the Bolivians did not kill Goron.
Then who did?
You really want to know?
Yes.
Well, okay then. I'm going to tell you.
Does Hank know? I can't remember. If
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, if you were to take red and blue and then just mix those two elements together.
So purple.
Oh, fuck, yeah, it is purple, isn't it?
It works, you're British.
Sorry, what?
So you bought yourself a new pair of gym pantaloons, have you?
Bloody card reader, more like it. This is crazy.
He's really $88.
Baz,
Hmm?
can I talk to you for a minute?
Yeah.
Top of the morning.
What the hell is he doing?
You have to stop.
You can do an
I
accent
know I can
too.
do accents.
If you play an Australian
But I
person.
wouldn't play an Australian. I would never play an Australian. I don't want to talk about it, but I would never play an Australian.
Oh, God.
Mate.
Stop it.
Excuse me, sir. You work here?
Yeah.
Music sting showing that
You
guy.
have these pants in size medium?
Those are women's pants.
Shit.
Just be chill. Jesus Christ.
He is a space alien.
Yeah.
Instead of telling them you shot Goron, this morning I told them it was Esther, cat of Burmese crime family.
Why?
Well, because A, I don't want you to get killed, and B, Esther is
Who
throwing a
cares about
complete
Barry?
monkey wrench
Yeah.
into my relationship with Cristobal. So you kill her, Goron's family will be off my tip, and Cristobal will still think we're two peas in pod.
He's the best friend Barry has in the world.
I'm pretty sure it is.
All right, you need to get out of here, man.
No, buddy. Okay, but just hear me, alright? If you don't do this for me, my family will kill me.
I don't fucking care. Now get out of here. Fucking idiot.
Yeah, best friend he has in the world, and that's his response, you know? And he knows who Barry is, and who Barry really is, and he still cares about
He's
him.
the
and still
only
likes
person
him.
he's been honest with the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
You got a court order to take my DNA? Oh, you think I'm going to give it to you voluntarily? No, see, I'm a law and order guy. Thank you. So what I remember is there's only two other guys in that hotel room, and they're both dead, so you ain't got
Love
shit.
they show you in the background. It's a well-composed shot.
Yeah.
You see this? That's a wall, okay? And it needs
Where
to
did
come
the-
down.
Yeah.
I'm just nervous about the show. That's all.
That was bizarre.
This is more than just the show.
Maybe she tapped her foot. She probably tapped her foot.
I don't know, man. That was weird.
They're not going to put non-diegetic sound in the show. That's
I
weird.
don't have time for this. We go on in 15 minutes.
Yeah, she's tapped her foot while she did that.
All right, everybody. 15 minutes till showtime. Let's bring it in. Come on, guys. Who died?
Seriously, dude?
There's a lot of lessons in there. And I think the most important lesson in the myriad
It's a great pep talk.
Yeah.
lessons is you always put out the newspaper.
I fundamentally disagree with you, Barry. Sometimes no news is good news.
Is Gene coming or not? You know what? It doesn't matter if Gene's coming or not, okay? Because
Gene's here!
oh, thank God.
I'm canceling the show.
Thank God.
I wasn't here to oversee the production, so I can't.
Barry's the only person
Yeah,
who's
dude.
surprised.
I'm shutting down this class permanently.
Mr. Kuznova, but teaching's your life.
Janice was my life. Janice is my life. Why don't you talk about the war, Mr. Human Icebox? Why don't you tell us about the first man you killed? Because that's what it would be like for me to talk about Janice.
Kind of over the line, but Gene's feeling that way, I guess. He's trying to shut it down by going over the line.
Bring my car around.
All right, it was outside of Sanjin. We saw, what you call it, some suspicious activity. And Albert was doing surveillance on the...
Incredibly inappropriate.
Yeah.
We weren't sure if we should engage or not. And
Should we engage, sir?
I'm not sure. He says that's a green light to shoot the guy.
Green light to shoot the guy.
Yeah.
Oh, my shoulder.
God.
I forgot how these things kick back.
Jesus, Berkman, you got him! Yeah, there's two on the rise. Looks like they're checking out their buddy. No.
You killed them both, soldier.
I killed him.
Oh my God.
I killed someone.
Yeah, this is extremely distasteful.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never be able to forgive myself.
Especially all the ad-libbing about Barry's mindset and stuff.
Motherfucker, what? Oh, you fucking kidding me? He got him.
Both of them?
Smoke both those pieces of shit.
Barry Berman!
Barry.
Barry Berman!
Barry.
Barry Berman!
Barry. Is that what really happened? All right, I'll see you tomorrow at the next class.
He saved the class.
Yeah.
You're still processing the story of what we just saw?
Yeah, dude. Just the difference between how they showed it on the stage and how it actually happened.
You see what happens when you're honest about who you really are, Barry?
Oh,
Good
if you only
things
knew.
can happen. I mean, you just saved the class. I want to be there for you. I do. But tomorrow. Not too early, like around noon. After yoga, but before an audition I have only to prepare, okay?
But you'll be there for me, right?
Yeah, and we can definitely find a window.
Jeez.
I'm so proud of you.
Sally, man.
She's got goals, you know?
It's a good thing.
And she's focused on those goals.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck are you doing here, Kank? Yeah, I know.
Right, you get the fuck out of here.
Leave.
You called me an idiot today. You have to understand. I'm not asking you to do this hit. I'm telling you.
Hank, relax, man.
I'm relaxed, okay? I'm a super relaxed guy.
He's so pissed off.
Yeah.
Now, I'm the boss. So you're doing this. Because if you do not, I tell Goran's family who really killed you. And this place, and all of your friends, they go bye-bye.
He kind of made that clear before, but he just like wasn't saying it as a threat because he was like, I would never do that, but that's what they want to do, but I set this up instead.
Idiot. Good. Good. Don't fuck with me, buddy. It's not polite.
Yeah. I love that dude's arc. In general, it's just, he's such a great character. I'm glad they didn't waste him at the end of the first episode.
Yeah. What was he listening to? Some kind of pop music came on right there.
Hey, man.
You got our new cop, Loach's new partner.
Codes from the tooth we found in the garage where Goran Pazar was killed.
What? Your ex-wife, right? Man, I'm sorry. That's gonna suck. I worry all the time that my marriage is gonna implode around me and I got a kid and that would be terrible for her. But you guys are lucky you do have a kid.
What do you want?
Do you remember?
Cleveland.
Ohio.
The tooth.
What was he doing in Bizarre's garage?
What was he doing?
I love his picture.
Cleveland.
What was he being booked for when that photo was taken? Unless it's for this most recent arrest here. How did he get to Barry from Fuchs?
They're probably Facebook friends.
No, I don't think Fuchs is on Facebook.
How about that?
There's gonna be a revival tonight. Everybody's gonna jump the
Something I like about this show is that they don't leave an element like that buried forever and then eventually bring back up, oh, Loesch has put together that Barry's the guy from the footage. They have, like, that's a piece that he could connect. Let's do it. You know?
But how did they get from Fuchs to Barry right there?
I'm a little confused. Just Cleveland, I guess? Like, the location of Cleveland somehow led him to Barry? Maybe because that's where Fuchs was when he got arrested here. And so, got Loesch thinking about, okay, all the Chechen stuff, everything involved with that, the acting class. Okay, this guy's in Cleveland. Anybody from the acting class hit for Cleveland, and Barry did. They probably, they don't show us the time of him spending that thinking and connecting those dots. They just show us him finding each piece. So
I feel like there's maybe a closer connection, but I can't.
Yeah, maybe that's it. But if not, the Cleveland thing works. But whatever the reason exactly there, Loesch put together that Barry is the Bigfoot from their Bigfoot video. So now what happens?
That was a pretty intense episode. There was a lot going on in there.
Yeah, jumped right into the new season.
Man, I really like this show. It's great.
So
NoHo Hank, man.
Yeah, his arc is really awesome. He's, he's the boss now, so he's got to step up into that role, and he still considers Barry his friend from before he was the boss, but not going to let himself be disrespected, as we saw.
Right. Well, I also kind of think that, like, he's maybe getting, like, he was kind of feeling like, hey, we're kind of in, like, we're both underlings, like, dealing with, like, and, like, we're sort of on the same level, and, like, you try to kill me, like, and, like, but, it's all good among, like, seasoned criminals.
Exactly,
whatever.
yeah. Business is business.
And, like, kind of was under the impression that Barry kind of liked him, too. And Barry's told him multiple times, like, I don't really care what happens to you, man.
Yeah.
But he was kind of just like, quit joking around, But, like, I think this time he was really like, they're gonna kill me. And he's like, I don't care.
Yeah, and that hurt Hank's feelings deeply, Yeah.
It's like, all's well and good among, I could see, like, if Barry got nabbed by the cops, like, and he like sold out NoHo Hank, like, I feel like Hank would be like, well, yeah, sometimes you, like, throw other people under the bus, like, it's kind of part of the deal, but something about the, like, just do me this favor, like, I saved your life, like, help save mine. And he was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. It feels to Hank, right, it feels to Hank like this is something that would be easy for you to do and help me out. This is a skill you have, it's a favor you could do me. It's like if you have a buddy who has a particular skill or whatever, and then you desperately need help in that area, and they're just like, I don't care, it would hurt you. You'd be like, oh, okay, what? I needed your help. Yeah. And I really think that Hank does, like the way you put it, that Hank is Barry's best friend in the world. I'd never thought of it in those terms before, but that is a great way to put it. He's
never used him.
Right, and he knows who he really is, and still cares about him and wants to be friends with him, Knows this is a guy who's killed a lot of people and is good at it.
Everyone he considers his friends right now don't have the slightest clue.
And they would never talk to him again if they knew who he was. Yeah. So, it's a good point.
Oh, man.
Early on in this show, you were predicting that Barry was going to eventually have to tell Sally he was an assassin, and she would be okay with it. You still
I
stand
do
by
not
that
think
prediction?
that anymore. No.
Yeah.
No. I think that when it was very disconnected from, like, her personally, I think something about the cop just, like, disappearing in the middle of the night, and they were all just having dinner together, like, that would not be she. Even if he was like, I was a hired assassin or whatever, like, she would put the pieces together and be like,
there would be a, did you kill Janice?
How many people have dropped dead in my vicinity, like, since you came around?
Did you kill Ryan? Yeah, that question would come up. He didn't kill Ryan, but he may as well have.
And then she would be like, "You've lied to me a bunch before." Yes, you did. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Once you know that someone in your vicinity has killed a lot of people, anyone who's died in that area, you're gonna assume is someone they killed too. Yeah, it's a good point. Gene seems to be not fully accepting that Janice is dead. He's the one in the mindset of Janice is missing. Janice is gone. Everyone else is like she can only be dead, including the police.
Which, totally understandable. You know, the last thing you want. That's, you know, I think closure is a huge thing for people. Like, sometimes, even when it's, like, pretty much inevitable that the person's dead, like, to find a body, you know? Like, just at least find her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's gotta be so frustrating to never have that, and then this happened and we knew it was the end, you know? Like, still just be going through time knowing this story may not be over and I still may have another chapter to live in the future, you know?
And, like, it sounds like Barry took her car, right? Is that...
Yeah.
So, like, he loaded her into her own car and drove off. So, like, I was thinking, like, she's buried somewhere out there in the woods, you know, like, dogs. Like, did they even try that? But then once I realized that they were, like, he could have driven anywhere. She'd be anywhere at this point.
Exactly.
But then how the hell did he get back?
Well, she was out on the dock looking at the computer. It was dark when he went out there, so presumably it's like late at night before bed, you know? So she's up late and doing that. And then he came back in the morning from everything and it was light out. So he was gone like the entire night, you know?
Like 6 hours.
Exactly. So
like
you drive a distance away and do concealment activities for a while and then come back on foot. And you're back by sunup, you know?
Cold-blooded.
Yeah, Barry's very cold-blooded. They don't always show us the actual detailed scenes of what a monster he is, but you know, if you stop and think about all of it, he's you know, there's not much that's redeemable about this man.
No, and I mean, he is acting so suspicious. Like, come on, guys, like, let's just get it going. It's like, dude, can't you just at least pretend to be like mournful? Although, well, I guess it would be difficult. He's not a good actor.
No.
You know what I mean? And he's not necessarily remorseful about what happened.
Exactly. I think there's an axiom that Barry has folded into the way he goes through life, which is murder is not the end of the world. And because of that, he's even trying to act as, okay, I'm me, Barry the actor buddy, and somebody in our circle has been murdered. It's not the end, you know, that doesn't make him jettison that murder is not the end of the world thing. So even when he's pretending to be not the person who did this and just someone who was around it, it's not as big a deal for him as it should be, because he's put murder in his head in a slot that's not where it belongs. And so for everyone else, it's the end of the world, you know?
Yeah. I'm also kind of thinking, I think you're totally right. And I think that him recounting what I assume was a true story of him actually, like, taking people's lives
his
before,
first kills in Afghanistan,
And I'm not sure if he stopped telling the story at the part where they were all like, wow, man, you're like cold-blooded.
Yeah,
that's
he
incredible.
didn't
You know,
say that
he
stuff
didn't.
aloud that they were celebrating.
Yeah. So that might, I mean, honestly, be a reasonable cover for him, like, down the road. It's like, all right, I told you guys, like, death, I've seen some shit. Like, the fact that somebody's, like, missing or, like, whatever, like, my buddies went missing, you know, like, you could just...
I mean,
like,
it's
I'm
only
sorry
the first
if I'm
episode of
not-
season 2. There's our first Afghanistan footage, but presumably we might learn more about Barry's past. So, yeah,
It's a good
definitely.
shot. It's a very good shot.
It's a skill he has.
Wow. I feel like the tone is shifting a little bit too. Like, the first season it had like dark elements to it, but there was like, I feel like this was not as funny. There were parts that were kind of lighthearted, but even those parts were pretty like heavy, like the meeting of the three leaders of the gangs, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it was supposed to be kind of a funny scene. She like stabs herself in the hand and stuff, but even then it was kind of just like, these are 3 absolute psychopaths.
And the stakes of it were very high. They're being like, you know, you could die because she's being folded in here. Yeah. I think they definitely, I mean, the first season was created as an idea that the creators had wanted to put out, but then for this season they got to see the response from the world to the first season first. So, you know, the elements that they included, maybe they rebalanced some of how they put it together because people are responding to the sort of tension and intrigue side of this show more than they thought people would. You know, maybe they thought they were making something that was first and foremost a comedy with action elements, and now they see it as something that's more of a blend that balances those two things.
Yeah, and I'm down with it personally because I feel like the way that the story goes too, it fits that perfectly.
For sure.
You know, that the tone gets darker as like, oh, the reality of the situation sets in. There is no out, dude. You're not just trying to get like an acting career and like leave your old life behind. It's like, it's getting real.
Yeah. Well, it's sort of the tone the situation would really take, I guess. When if like a contract killer, it's like, I'm gonna be an actor. It's like, okay, that's silly initially, and so we have a silly situation on our hands of what? You're not an actor, but then if you're really pursuing it, it's like, okay, this is dangerous now for the people in the acting world you're gonna be around because you're a dangerous person. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see where it goes from here.
I'm excited for that.
All right.
That was great. Well, that was wonderful.
Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Nate.
I'm Sean.
And this has been Catch Up Packets.